I'm Joseph.
I'm Ruth. We've been married for a little bit over a year.
We are both graduate students studying music here in Texas. We are the proud parents of Foley, and he is currently suffering from what we call the night terrors.
Foley!
Whenever Foley falls asleep, he will just launch himself. It's like a slingshot. He has flung himself into our coat rack, into the computer desk, and he'll end up flinging himself off of the ottoman, and he'll hit the floor pretty hard.
It's been going on about a year, a little over a year now. It looks like he is trying to kill something. If he can grab onto something, he'll pull it in and he'll kick it with his back feet.
The first time I got scratched, he latched right onto my arm, and I had, scratches and blood all over me.
One time, my arm was just streaming blood.
Every time we take him to the vet, when we tell him that we think the cat's having nightmares, they just like, oh, I've never heard of that before. That's so strange.
Wake up.
I do feel like I sacrifice a lot when I'm on, quote, Foley patrol.
I'll sometimes get frustrated with Joseph when he gets frustrated with the cat.
We'll definitely get really irritated with each other. When one of us has to put our work aside in order to watch Foley, and when we're both under a deadline, sometimes I do get pretty pissy.
There's definitely still continues to be disagreement about letting him in the room at night.
I'm absolutely terrified that he's going to seriously injure himself.
That we're gonna come home and that he's not going to open his eyes.
Hey, guys.
Hi,
Hey.
how are you?
How are you? Jackson.
I'm Joseph, nice to meet you.
Hey, Joseph.
I am Ruth.
Tell me about Foley.
He's having these night terrors where when he's sleeping, he'll start out twitching a little bit, and eventually it'll turn into like full on, like he's trying to violently attack and kill something. And
Yeah.
he'll throw himself off of whatever he's sleeping on.
That's awful.
Because of that, we can't really sleep in the same bed anymore, because in order for her to get good sleep or for me to get good sleep, one of us has to keep Foley sort of corralled.
You guys must be sleeping like cats with one eye open.
Yeah.
That can't be good for you guys.
No, not really.
Ruth and Joseph strike me as being just completely energetically and physically depleted. I can't even imagine the stress of your cat constantly being in danger of killing himself or you.
The vet has completely ruled out epilepsy or any type of neurological cause for his night terrors.
How old is he?
He's
14.
Every single time he falls asleep, he throws himself off the bed. He hurts himself. He latches onto their skin in this complete unconscious terror. I've never even heard of this before. I don't even know where to start. Has he injured himself?
There have been times where it'll take him like a minute or two to like sort of regain himself. If he flung himself off of something and it ended up killing himself, I don't think I could live with that if I wasn't there to help him, What if, he bends in the air and, lands on his neck?
That's not a what if, that's a when.
Yeah.
That's a when. You know why I traveled all the way to Texas? Is for cases like this, for people like Ruth and Joseph who put their life on hold, their relationship in danger for the love of their animal. It's time to go in there, take a look around. I'm gonna go meet him now too. So, oh, look, it's Foley. And he's sleeping. Let's just watch what he's doing there. Is that the beginning of it?
Yeah, he kind of starts out, you'll notice a little twitching and he starts to...
It'll escalate.
Oh, that?
Yeah.
So he's... Oh!
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Foley, wake up.
Watching Foley, an elderly cat, violently shaking and crashing onto his head to the floor is hard to watch. At his age, a fall like this could be his last. The stakes here are through the roof.
So he loves to sleep here. Usually around this ottoman, we put a bunch of pillows.
So problem areas for me, literally everywhere that he can get up and sleep is an issue because he can get down in a really ugly way. All right, well, that's good information. Our next stop was the bedroom. Joseph and Ruth wanted to show me where Foley also tries to sleep, where he's slept before, wakes them up in the middle of the night. Only one of you guys is sleeping here at a given time.
Mm-hmm.
Foley has dominated your marriage for the most part. And that's incredible that you've had to deal with that. I gotta meet Foley. Where's he at?
He's in here.
Hi, buddy. Bring him out, just to sit with me for a little bit so I get to meet him a little bit up close and personal. Come on up here. Come on, sit next to me, guys. It's so great to meet him in a waking state, I'll tell you that, you know? Because having met him in a non-waking state was just terrifying. Let me see if you'll come to me. Hi. Hi. Thanks for letting me meet you, buddy. After spending time with Ruth and with Foley, I got what I needed. It was time to go out and to give these guys some homework. I'd like you guys to get puzzle toys. When Foley is awake, we have to make his waking times more valuable and challenge him physically to the best of his abilities. So I want them to design a puzzle toy so that he has something to work on without having to run around and get frustrated at the same time. I was really disturbed by what I saw. And because of that, I'm going to bring over a cat sleep specialist. You guys are going to get to have a consult with somebody who can explain to you more of what you're dealing with. Because right now, it's not just Foley that's keeping you awake at night, it's the unknown. I will be back in a few weeks. Take care until then. It was really wonderful meeting you.
It's a pleasure.
We've tried so many things with Foley, and we haven't been able to fix it. So I'm not quite sure that, any of the fixes will work.
This is just such a strange situation that we're just not sure what kind of territory we're going into.
How have things been here?
Things have been a lot better.
Yeah?
Yes.
He's not flailing around, he's sleeping.
Oh, fantastic.
Dr. Martin told us about this thing called REM sleep disorder, which they believe is what Foley has.
Dr. Martin suggested that we give him melatonin supplements each night, and Foley has not had a night terror since.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is so amazing. Melatonin is a natural sleep aid used to help sleeplessness in both humans and animals. I'm really intrigued by Dr. Martin's recommendation. It makes sense that if melatonin helps you fall asleep and helps you stay asleep, that it would help with Foley's sleep disorder.
The biggest news from Dr. Martin is that he believes that Foley may have had a stroke. That is something that we haven't heard before. The mechanism that makes you not move while you're sleeping, Foley has had that damaged.
So that's what he's acting out exactly what he's doing in his dreams.
Interestingly enough, the signs of stroke in animals is pretty much the same as it is in humans, and this includes the loss of motor skills as well as the loss of the ability to vocalize. And when you think about it, Foley exhibited these symptoms in his wobbly gait. So now Ruth and Joseph finally have answers to why these symptoms appeared in Foley. So how are you doing together? How's your relationship?
Well, working together with Foley has been something, like fun and bonding that, sleep, that's extremely important for everyone's health and attitude towards each other, so.
Yeah.
Now, Foley hasn't had any episodes whatsoever, and I'm not going to be naive about this. I'm sure that it's going to happen again. This is the beginning of a journey for them, not the end of it.